With more than 8 trillion pesos budgeted for the government's Build, Build, Build program, the Duterte administration hopes to complete over 70 projects, including highways, railways, seaports, and airports, and the country's first subway system. An often overlooked but real challenge on the government as these projects go full steam ahead is whether it can provide the expected increase in demand for power. The DOE estimates the Build, Build, Build program alone would require 26,000 megawatts worth of power. This is apart from the 17,000 megawatts for other economic projects until year 2030. In total, up to 43,000 megawatts is needed. But the country's total installed capacity is just about half of that, at nearly 23,000 megawatts as of 2017. The Energy Department assures more power projects are in the pipeline. To speed up the operations of new projects, President Duterte has issued an executive order streamlining regulatory procedures of those considered as energy projects of national significance. This limits the processing for such projects to 30 days. As of June, there are 46 applications to qualify for the 30-day processing. Most of these projects are for renewable energy, followed by coal projects. Renewable energy resources such as geothermal, hydropower, solar, and wind are now largely being used in the country, but coal remains the top source of energy here and globally. The Energy Department says this is because coal is still the most abundant, reliable, and cheapest energy source for now. This despite concerns that coal-fired power plants harm human health and the environment because of its greenhouse gas emissions. But plant operators say there are already new technologies to produce clean coal. In Limay, Bataan, for instance, SMC Consolidated Power Corporation's coal-fired plant utilizes a circulating fluidized bed combustion technology, which minimizes the production of harmful gases such as sulfur dioxide, nitrogen oxide, and particulates.
We make sure that all the fuel is being burned, so it's very efficient. Second, it's what we call as environment friendly, basically because inside the boiler furnace itself, we already control the emissions like SOx, NOx. SOx is sulfur dioxide, and NOx is nitrogen dioxide.
The plant also has a 24/7 continuous emission monitoring system linked to the Environment and Energy Departments. Every week, SMC Consolidated publishes results of its emission tests on the Limay plant, which it claims are below limits set by the Environment Department and World Bank. Last year, some groups asked the Environment Department to order SMC and Petron to stop operating its plants, claiming ash residue from the plants caused pollution and respiratory and skin diseases among residents of Limay. But according to the DENR, a series of sampling of water and air near the plants found no harmful compounds in the area, and that water and air quality were within acceptable standards. Recently, some groups claim the coal plant's operations are polluting seawater anew, as evidenced by foaming or bubbles on the water. An official explains the area is where its seawater system is located. The system uses seawater for its condenser to cool its turbine generators, which turn burning coal into electricity. After passing through the condenser, the water is pumped back into the sea.
Because of the agitation and turbulence, it creates bubble. So yung bubbles is really normal for a system like this. Does not harm the environment.